Hey there, everybody. This is Magnum Pi. I am here with Teku, Golgotha, Holle, and Dark Templar, and we are Initiative Zero. Welcome back to our Rifts actual play game. We're so happy to have you. If you are new to our channel, welcome. If you've been around with us from the beginning, we're so happy that you're still with us. If you like what we're doing, hit subscribe. We've grown. We are almost at 110 subscribers to our YouTube channel as of this recording, and we just keep growing and growing every week. Tell your friends, bring more people. Our goal is to make sure that there are people that you can connect with that want to play games, and that you learn new games and other games other than D&D. Not that D&D is bad, but that there's so many other good games out there, and we're just showcasing a few of them. We also like to play with people from the community. We had one side adventure so far. We're already kicking around ideas for a new one. Join our Discord if you want to try to get in on that. We're going to go there first to pick players. So whenever that happens to be, we don't even know when yet, but that's where we'll be. And yeah, how are you guys doing tonight there, Teku, Golgi, Vahilo, and DT?
Oh, I'm doing relatively well. It's been a long day, but I was looking forward to this.
Cool.
Getting over a cold.
Yeah, life is rough sometimes.
If I sound less sexy or even more sexy, then that's the reason why.
I think it's actually improved things there, man. I think it's giving you that kind of resonating, deep tone.
I'm a complicated man.
You're complicated, man. It's business time. Oh, yeah.
That's right.
All right. Cool. Vahilo.
I think you need one more all right there, McConaughey.
That's right. All right.
All right. No, the week's been good. Yeah, I mean, I took offense to Dark Templar earlier in the week when he said he was sicker than a dog. Lex took offense to that.
Wow, guys. Wow.
Awesome.
Stay in your lane.
Yeah. But if we're really going to Matthew McConaughey, that's what really is a dog.
Wow. That's deep.
Exactly.
That's deep.
I know. Buy a Lincoln. Anyways.
There you go.
All right. Cool. So when we last left you guys, you were fleeing from an altar where a cow was left. And
we were not fleeing. To get that up, we were not fleeing. We were moving away. There was no fleeing that was occurring.
No,
All right.
We were
Braves to Robin.
withdrawing.
We were. It's a strategic retreat.
tactical withdrawal. Okay.
Yes.
So you guys brought a body back with you, and actually two of them, right? There was the one guy that got killed, and you also brought the body of the monster with you, I think.
Yep.
Okay. And in the long walk home, because you guys just leveled up as well, you're all at level 2 now, and in the long walk home, you have been reflecting on what you were taught before, those of you with demon and monster lore. And so basically you can reevaluate something that you tried to evaluate earlier at a lower level when you level up. So if you wanted to, you can roll demon and monster lore again to try to figure out what this monster that you were attacked by, what the monster that attacked you is. That's what I want to say.
Yeah, I'm right. I'll roll now.
Okay. The eager. Nope.
And I still fail.
Anybody else have demon and monster lore? Lore, demon, and monster on their skills?
I do not.
I do.
Lex does not.
Oh,
I
Portland's
don't
got it.
believe so.
Yeah, one second. Find it. There's skills. There it is. There we go. And roll.
Nope.
Did I get it? Did I do good?
Yeah.
No.
We suck.
You guys still can't figure out what this thing is. So you guys make your way back to the Trapper's Cove and to the lodge with the two bodies in tow. There's great lamenting, people crying and wailing over the loss of one of the people of the small community here. Again, there's like 30 people that live here, so the loss of one is a great loss. and people terrified at the sight of the corpse of the monster. One person yells out, "Yeah, it's a black fairy." And I've seen one of them before. Was it on the road?
It came out of the woods onto the road. Yeah,
No, it's floating in the air.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
onto
but-
the woods.
They're terrifying. I've known people that have been killed by them. They hate everything beautiful.
Now I can see why. It's not particularly pretty itself.
Are
Yeah.
they tasty?
And he just
I
kind
just
of
look. I
looks
just look
at
at
you.
him like,
Yeah, the man looks at you. Anybody that overheard you also looks at you and kind of recoils a little bit. And
I don't want to waste this, guys. That's all I'm saying. Like, there's only 30 people here. It could feed us all.
Portland. No.
better to
just
waste
no.
it, yells somebody from the crowd.
No.
Then look at what it did to poor Gordo.
So, is there anything else you can tell us about it? Does it travel in
Wait, we're not going to eat
packs?
Gordo?
Does it? Oh my god!
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh my god!
What a
Does,
waste.
does this thing travel in groups? Is it liable to have a mate come looking for us?
They don't. Yeah, they all kind of shrug and don't know. They're far too fixated on the remains of Gordo now, and they begin to the women take him, and they begin to prepare him for burial. The men head into the lodge and pop open some of the bottles and start to drown their sorrows, toasting to him.
I'm gonna ask somebody how long the like grieving process usually is for a person in this culture.
They're like, well, his family will probably mourn him for a year. We'll bury him tomorrow after the wake.
Yeah.
Did he have any children?
Yeah. And a wife.
Ooh, wives are tough.
You say wives are tough.
What? I'm trying to conversation here.
Are you still talking about food?
No. What?
God.
I just want to step up from behind these guys and just say, where are you going to bury him? I'll help dig the hole.
They point to an area past the edge of town. There's a small graveyard over there. He said the guy answers to you. That's where we will dig.
I'll start
just-
walking over there.
I just
That
want
can
to.
actually be helpful in the digging as well. But with
Yeah, I'll help.
How long is this going to take?
well, with Dog Boy and telepathy, like about 30, 40 seconds.
I can dig 75 feet in a round.
I'm just gonna slide over to Sir Luke over
Just
here.
about 15 seconds, I think.
I want to ask him, like, is burying a person good?
Jesus Christ!
Oh,
I'll just look at him. I'll just look at him.
you can't do a throwback episode this early into.
I'm getting somewhere with this. Can
I'll
you
just I'll just look at you. I'll look at Portland and say, "Yeah, the family wants him buried. Of course, it's good. That's
Okay,
very
like-
first question.
Well, different cultures may decide how they want to like deal with their deceased. I'm just curious whether this is the good way to do that.
I don't see as it wouldn't be. It's what they want.
I see. And will it take long? Are we planning to go back into the fray soon, or what are we thinking here?
Well, ultimately, I hope that we go back to eliminate that thing in the ruins.
Sure, but
it's
we can
dangerous.
take a few days or a week to mourn. I'm okay with that.
Of course, yes. I mean, ultimately, I think that I want to go back so we can eliminate it, but we also can't go in, without a plan. I mean, based upon what we saw, it's very powerful and very dangerous. And
Agreed.
as much as I'd like to think that I could, take it on myself, I'm not that ridiculous. I'm not that stupid. It's something that needs to have a big plan.
Right, but like having the need to kill this thing rather than not fucking with it at all is not stupid. Is what you're saying.
Well, listen. For me, it's an issue of anybody innocent wandering in. I mean, I grant that there are, human heads that are at that particular location. But can you guarantee me that anybody just happening to pass through is going to see those? The ruins are big. I mean, anybody could pass through at any point, and they're entering into danger through no fault of their own.
Right. Okay, that is fine. And your logic seems questionable at the moment, but I will accept it.
I'm genuinely curious. What's questionable about it?
Well, let's just say like a spider here has the venom to kill someone and bites that person. Is that particular spider evil?
It's not a matter of evil. I mean, we're dealing with demons, which are legitimately evil. I mean, that's not even a question. This isn't a live and let live thing. A spider does what a spider does.
Exactly, and a demon does what a demon does.
But if there's a will there, it's willful. It has a choice, and it's choosing to harm. A spider is just doing that in self-defense. There's nothing.
I don't know. Are we assuming that it's choosing to harm here? No, seriously, are we really? Like, I don't know. I have never met this demon. Maybe it has a change of heart.
I'm just gonna look at like my jaw a little bit. Like
I have not encountered these demons, Sir Luke. I do not have the knowledge, but I cannot just put all demons in a certain hole, like and stereotype them. That would be demonist. Do so.
Portland, I admire your efforts to try to humanize things and look for the good.
No, I am demonizing it. I'm not humanizing.
But I'm going to strongly urge you to rethink this particular direction, because demons are not going to have change of hearts. They are what they are. And again, this is a situation where humans, who can be good, can be bad. Okay, I will grant you this. And perhaps one day an evil person will wander into the demons' haunt and be killed too. But what happens if it's a family, a child? They are like the embodiment of evil. Like, there is no getting around that. And I'd like to think that we could try to make things better for the people in this area.
Okay.
Isn't that?
You know what? You made your case. I will meditate. I'm going to meditate on what you said.
From a distance, Can I shout, what if a demon makes stew? Is the stew inherently evil? What if
in a gazebo.
What if it's a stew made out of spiders?
My character is Jenny going to laugh at that, because that's really quite funny, actually. It's really funny.
It's worth mentioning
really
I am shouting this while helping.
Yeah.
Lex,
So I'm gonna,
Lex has his head in the ground.
So, as when I said I'm going to go meditate on this, I'm going to then move over to my hover bike and drive off to that ley line.
Are you trying to do your 48 hours of meditation?
Yeah, right. I am.
Okay. Do you have any supplies?
I'm gonna get some food.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you want some company to keep guard and protect you while you're meditating?
No, I'm on a ley line.
Sorry. We don't actually have someone running caption for us. That was, concerned background noises.
Yeah, I got that, yeah. You are a strange, strange little man.
Yeah. Being on a ley line is not necessarily a safe thing there, Portland. But
I'll rock it. We'll see what happens.
I love the sounds in the background.
No, that's great, because now we can experience what it is to re-roll a recently deceased character.
Well, I'll tell you, it's kind of like re-rolling, or it's kind of like initially rolling a character, so it could take 5 or 6 times. But
I was gonna say I'll dig 2 holes.
Now we're already here. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I might as well.
It'll add another
We hardly knew you.
3 minutes onto my day.
Unless you really want to come, that's fine. You can come meditate with me. We'll have a siesta afterwards.
I don't need to meditate, but I would travel with you to make sure that you're not harmed.
Thank you, friend. I really appreciate that.
Okay. I'm just gonna look at Senate and kind of like with a quizzical look, and now it's like, what's with this guy?
Give us a couple of minutes, and we'll go with you, you pair of lunatics.
Well, I'm the lunatic.
I'm gonna say no demons here. Here looks pretty good to me.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Can't hear you over the sound of still digging.
I'm pretty sure I'm done now. I can dig 75 feet in 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Like those are some deep holes if I've been digging this whole time.
Oh yeah, you've done a really good job of digging the hole. Yeah, you're all covered in dirt, by the way, but yeah, you did a good job.
That's fine. I'm gonna head back into the trader's post and get a bowl of stew.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna say kibble, and I was about to start giggling. This is almost better. Never mind. Leave me to it.
All right.
Yeah, I could have some stew too, I guess. We eat before we go.
Okay. You may want to also try to get some supplies. Now,
Yeah,
because if you're going to be camping out for 2 days on a ley line, you may want a few things.
Sure.
What
All right.
do I got?
So, somebody actually gets up to help you as they kind of are sitting there and consoling the people who have lost their friend, and kind of make their way back into the kitchen area. And they're like, I can get you some stew here. And she kind of goes and ladles a few bowls and hands them to you guys and says, how did it happen?
Well, we were leaving the site, and it came out of the woods. The animals were spooked by the noise. He went off running after them, and unfortunately, this creature came out and got in between us and him. So we weren't even able to get to him in time.
Okay. She says, I see. So he didn't even have a chance.
No.
Nope.
What do we have in the department of more portable stew?
Rations, you mean?
Satchels of stew? Like a wineskin full of stew inside? Is that what you're referring to?
I think just general rations would be fine.
Okay. Sounds good.
She says you could probably buy some smoked meat and jerky at the trading post, but you're not going to stick around for the funeral?
Of course we are.
What are you going to do with the beast?
Well, I think that should be burned.
Not a terrible idea, actually. Just in case. And we'll dispose of whatever remains well out of town.
Yeah.
That's good.
Why don't we dig a hole, put it in the hole, burn it, and then bury it?
Sure, if we do that, let's do that out of town, though.
Yeah, I'll dig the hole.
Awesome. I'll take the body and throw it in, and we'll burn it when it's in there. Make sure the hole looks like a dumpster.
What's a dumpster?
Yeah, what's a dumpster?
You know what? If there's any character that's going to know what that's going to look like, I think it's going to be Lex. Just inherently, I don't know why. Just that feeling.
Oh, I see. Sir Luke believes in reincarnation. That's good. All right. So, cool. You taking care of the monster's body first, or you go into the trading post first?
Deal with the body first.
All right.
Yeah, I'll go trade. I'll go dig a hole.
Okay, so the three of you head out of town. Portland heads over to the trading post. You walk in there, and there's nobody in there currently.
Is it like a back in 15 minutes kind of thing?
Well, it's mostly that, yeah, the town is kind of gathering to mourn there. You start to think back to the people that you saw gathering, and you saw the trading post owner kind of gathering with the other men there.
You guys hear anything I just said?
What did you say?
I said, is there a back in 15 minutes thing?
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
Okay, because I cut out immediately and I couldn't hear anything else.
Oh, okay.
No, I heard
that.
Okay.
Yeah. So
sorry, I missed what you said there.
No, that's fine. So you remember seeing, as you think about it, you remember seeing the owner of the trading post amongst the men gathering to start drinking. It's a small town. They don't even lock their doors, sort of thing. They'll bar them from the inside, but...
I see. Well, I am going to then probably head to the pub. I am not going to steal, because that is a bad thing to do.
Yeah, so you return to the lodge, where the men have gathered. The women are gathering. The women's role is to prepare the body for burial, and they're gathering and mourning in their way with the wife and the children and the like. But the men are drowning their sorrows and toasting to Gordo and cursing the name of the demon quite loudly, right? Well, they don't even know its name, but cursing the demon and all the fiends. They start to curse magic and all of the problems that have befallen the world, right? As the pride of humanity has brought about the cataclysm, and an old guy starts talking about, retelling the tales of why the world is the way that it is, things like that. So that's kind of what you walk into as you walk into the lodge.
Some happy people, obviously.
They're quite sad and angry.
Yeah.
And angry.
Oh, and angry. Okay. Well, do I see the shopkeep?
Yeah,
Dude.
he's there amongst the rest, saying his piece and toasting to Gordo and things.
Mm. Well, after hearing some of this negative conversation about magic and being a magic user myself, I'm going to take my cue and exit stage left before they look at a magic user and be very resentful for that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Catch up with the rest then? Is that the thing? Or
yeah, I'll catch up with the rest.
So as you guys bring the cart with the body of the beast along the road, Portland catches up.
I'm just carrying the body.
Okay, you got this gross, terrible beast dangling over your shoulder. Sure.
Yep.
All right.
The wagon's kind of broken. Like it's not in great shape. So.
All right, you're just carrying the load.
It saves time.
Yeah, and because you can carry quite a bit, I'm sure.
Yes, you said this is around 400 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't a problem.
Yeah. So, yeah, you got it slung over your shoulder, and you make your way. How far out of town do you want to go?
I'll take him 2 miles out and bury him and burn him and bury him, or dig a hole, put him in the hole, burn him, bury it.
Okay. So, are you headed toward the ley line, or are you headed away from the ley line? Because there's that ley line that's about 10 miles northwest-ish of town.
Maybe not that way.
I would be more concerned with kind of walking away from like a water source and all of that kind of stuff. Because I wouldn't want this decomposing body to have ooze or whatever and then get into a water supply for the village or anything like that.
Yeah, that's a good plan.
Between that and the impact of a ley line on a magic creature, I'd say away from water, away from the ley line.
All right, so a general southerly direction. Yeah, and it is rather late. Don't forget, it would take a day for you guys. Left pretty early to get out there and come back. So it is late in the day. Not quite.
Did we say we're just going to walk until sundown and then bury him?
Yeah, you could do that.
And then we'll walk back in the dark.
Sure. Yeah, you can do that. So you find a spot one as the sun's setting, and Lex, you expertly dig a hole. As only you know how. That's right. You throw it in there, and there's enough wood around and the like that you can easily light up a fire and burn it. When you do burn it, it smells awful as you burn it. Even the flames burn. They're still red and orange and stuff, but it looks like the colors are drab and dim. Right? It doesn't burn bright. The creature, it even kind of shrivels up as it burns, kind of like if you were burning plastic. It's it's definitely terrible. Yep.
A question for all of you. Won't this attract other animals and stuff with this smell?
No, we're gonna bury it after.
No, but right now, I mean, like it's quite pungent.
It's possible, but I don't know what would be
attracted to the smell.
Hunting for the smell.
What if it releases a pheromone or something?
Burning plastic.
These other black fairies are going to be attracted to.
Well, then it's going to be a really sketchy situation for us.
Like ants release a pheromone, and then the other ants come to collect its corpse, and then you have more ants.
I don't think that works if you burn an ant, though.
It might.
Can I
die.
smell? What is it that I smell? Do I smell any pheromones or anything like that?
No, you don't.
Want me to roll for it?
You'd have to know what you were looking to smell if you were trying to identify it, but it doesn't. Being part animal or mutated animal, it's not something that would attract you. Let's put it that way. It's repulsive. It's like burning vomit almost. Like it's not good. There's nothing about this thing that it's good.
Yeah.
So at the conclusion of this burning, provided we have no interference, I'll just use telekinesis to push a whole pile of dirt on top of it, call it a day.
Sure.
Or can I just dig the dirt the other way?
I could do the whole thing in probably a turn, just to get us out of here quick.
Dig up.
Okay. Regardless.
Oh, okay.
The thing is buried. Well done.
Yeah, hole is full.
Yeah. You fill it up
Time to go.
Pack it all down with telekinesis, and you are able to walk back in the dark. Do you guys have any sources of light?
I have night vision.
Okay.
I can make some light.
Yeah.
For us.
Cool. That would be wise.
I have astronomy and navigation, so I can track with the stars.
Well, you could follow your own trail back with your nose, probably, but I'm worried more about
I
that.
have the globe. I have a globe of daylight that lasts 3 minutes /L. That means.
Per level. Yeah.
Right. So how many will I be expending to get back?
I also have a flashlight.
Let's go with the flashlight.
Yeah, that's clearly a better option.
Why?
Well, instead of using all of your magic and me using all of my psionics, we just use like the flashlight and call it a day.
Well, I can also track by the stars or track by our scent. Or
it's just more ease of walking as opposed to tracking. I mean, we walked in a straight line to get here. It's a kind of a pull of 180 and then walk a straight line back.
Sounds good. Let's do that then.
It's nice to have a light to see by, though. So having a flashlight, not bad. If you guys have any sort of infrared binoculars or things like that, you can hold them up once in a while to check, make sure there's nothing ahead of you, like a tree or something. People remarkably don't walk in straight lines. So, yeah, it's good to see where you're going. And you do make your way back. It's an uneasy walk because it's dark. You can see the stars above you, and the faint glow of a ley line again off to the north, which would be the one that Portland had explored prior, and it's almost like light pollution from the glow on the horizon, but you guys make your way in that general direction. But it's what forests were like back in the Middle Ages. Dark and like you could barely see your hand in front of your face if you didn't have the light, sort of thing. And there are monsters. Here there be dragons, sort of thing, right? There are monsters in the woods. So it's not a comfortable walk. You're on edge, but you do make your way back. Your sixth sense, for those of you that have it, isn't triggered. And you do make it back. You can hear the sounds before you return of the people still drowning their sorrows in the lodge, and it's probably going to go on for some time.
I'm going to mention to them that they were not in a very good mood, obviously, because of the death of Bordeaux, but also that they were not really praising magic either. It seemed to be a little hostile.
Now, you do recall, too, they were very thankful when you healed the boy with magic.
Yeah.
So.
I think.
Yeah, but that guy didn't die. This guy did, so I think not going to work in my favor.
No, I think they were just very upset about what happened. I don't think it was directed specifically at any good magic user, but I think they're. I understand. I mean, it's life is hard. We live in a hard world.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. It is a hard world. And just what you guys generally know about the world is that about half of small communities will basically believe that the gods brought magic back to the world to punish the people that came before the Great Cataclysm for being too embedded in their what they call technology. There's a good third of these villages and wilderness people that fear and distrust magic because it was magic that destroyed all of that prior world, and so it's powerful and it deserves to be feared. And of course, demons and supernatural beings are universally feared, and they seem to be sent by these gods to continue to punish humankind. And DBs are not necessarily seen as demons for the most part, but they're seen as otherworldly creatures that the gods have given the world to, because to keep humans shamed and low for their pride that brought about the cataclysm. So that's kind of the world that you guys live in. And so it wouldn't be so peculiar for people to, when something goes bad, particularly at the hands of a monster, they start blaming things like magic and technology for the fall of things. So that's where you guys stand outside the lodge. What would you like to do?
Well, I think if we're going to go to the ley line, we'll have to do that tomorrow morning. We'll supply ourselves up before then, and then we'll head out to it. While we're on our way and while we're there, maybe we could discuss some possible ways of dealing with the demon that's in the ruins.
All right.
Sounds good.
Cool. So you're going to wait till morning, you said? Or
I think it makes sense. Makes the most sense.
all right.
Rather than going out when it's dark.
Cool. So your rooms are in the lodge, right? The lodge has where the rooms are. So
reconvene at breakfast, I suppose.
Yeah. So before I go to bed, I'm going to go to, is the bartender, tavern owner still up?
yeah, they're gathered in the men, like I said, are gathered in the room. The woman that is serving food is not there, but the men he'll help the men eat whatever they want, right? He's not sparing money expenses right now.
Okay. I'm going to go to talk to the men.
Okay. You head in. Anybody going with him? Or are you guys kind of making your way around to the rooms?
I'm going to make my way to my room. I feel like this is not a good vibe for me.
Cool. Senate?
Well, hearing the call to meet in the morning and then seeing him dodge left, I might follow along.
All right. Lex?
Just out of curiosity, if nothing else.
Lex,
Yeah,
what do you think?
I'm gonna head I'm gonna head to my room and head to bed.
Okay, cool. You guys do that. Sir Luke and Senate, you walk into the lodge. it took you quite some time to walk there and back to bury the creature. And by that time, they've been steadily drinking, so they're good and drunk now. And there's probably not a sober man among them. And you walk in and they look back at the two of you. And things kind of get a little quiet.
So I'll walk over and I'll say, gentlemen, the man had a wife and children.
And a brother, says one of them, stands up.
I presume that he was maybe their only breadwinner.
He worked hard. He provided for them. And he was my brother. How come you couldn't save him? You're a cyberknight.
Unfortunately, the creature got in between myself and him. I wasn't able to get to him in time.
But you're so powerful. And your armor. Did he have armor? Did you give him any?
I'm still human, unfortunately. I wish I could have done more.
You're human, says another one, looks up at you. You're a giant. And you got your magic dog.
The brother. Hold on. If they're all yelling at the Cyberknight, can I kind of just try and slide out of their immediate view?
You would like to prowl in some way or another to
well,
not be noticed?
Less that I'm trying to. It's more I'm shooting for a nonchalant while monitoring to see if that works.
Well, if you're trying to avoid being noticed, then that's pretty much prowling. If you're just going to just not say anything and walk somewhere, then you can do that, but they might see you because you walked in with him. So you're kind of in the line of attention right now.
All right, then I guess it would be prowl.
So while they're very upset, I'm going to say, "This is my commitment. This is what I'm going to do. We're going to go back there and we're going to eliminate that demon that's been causing trouble, so you don't have to deal with him with that again."
That's an incredibly high roll.
Also,
take out every bar stool.
Tripping over crap. It's like, please, we'll take care of the crash bang demon and we'll go back crash bang. Yeah, fantastic. Okay.
Also, to the brother, I'm going to take out 1,000 credits.
Ooh.
Well, you don't. You have either a plastic card that carries universal credits on it,
I thought I actually had money.
Or or you have trade goods, which are the black market tradable items.
Yeah. Okay, I thought I had actually physical.
So you could say, I'll take out something that looks like it's worth 1,000 credits and set it on the table or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Okay, please give this to the wife and the children.
All right. Now on your sheet you have a roll to trust or intimidate because of your mental affinity.
Yep.
I was going to say, can I also try empathic transmission to try and push trust as well?
You can.
That's kind of why I wanted to get out of the way here.
Yeah, you can. Sir Luke is talking while you're getting out of the way, so I'm just going to let him do that. You're going to get a bonus of 20% for your offer of 1,000 credits worth of stuff.
Yep.
Oh yeah, well done. So you, the people kind of look at what you've placed on the table, and the brother looks up at you because you are taller than everybody there. And he says, "You make good on your word, Cyber Knight. He died trying to keep our small community safe by delivering the sacrifice. This will help feed his family, but it won't replace him.
No, it won't.
Send that demon where it belongs. He never would have had to go if we didn't need to offer that sacrifice."
Yep. And as he's doing that, I'm nodding, and say we will. What we can do, we will do.
Not Leyline Walker. He better use his magic for good. And him,
He does.
says another one, pointing over at Senate. He can heal. He can protect. And your magic dog, too, says another one. He's a good digger. Yeah.
He's a good boy.
He's a good boy.
Such a good boy.
All right.
Okay, and with that, I'm going to go up to bed.
All right. You head around back outside to the rooms. There's no second floor to this place, but they've got the rooms are kind of exterior. Senate, any empathic transmission you wanted to do still, or?
No, he was successful of his own accord, so I'll leave him to it.
Okay, cool. Did you want to say anything or interact with these people in any other way?
No, I was actually getting ready to toss the one guy telekinetically when he was like, "You!" Oh, don't you start. Not in the mood.
That's right. Paralyzed a lot of them. Just.
No, I was just gonna huck him out the window.
Cool.
That would have gone poorly.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Not quite what Semisonic was going for, I don't think. So,
Like, really, if there's only 30 people, I'm pretty sure we could take them.
Oh, we can lay waste to them, but we're good characters. At least I am.
you could destroy this entire town in probably, 10 minutes. You have mega damage weapons, you've got,
This town is one bad roll away from getting flattened.
Yeah, as are most wilderness towns. That's why they rely on champions like you guys to show up and help. Otherwise, they wouldn't survive. So, yeah, you guys head to bed. And let's just take a quick look at the regaining of PPE and ISP. I believe that with rest or meditation, Lex and Senate, if I'm just going to check real quick, you get 12 per hour. And if you sleep now, you're going to probably have at least 8 hours sleep. So you're looking at a significant amount there, probably 96 ISP if you've wasted that much or used that much.
I have not, so that will top me off, I think.
Yeah, and PPE recovery for Portland.
Should be full, no?
You get 7 points per hour of sleep, and you're at 137 out of 160. So you're looking at 7 times 8, right? So 56 points.
56.
So that should bring you full.
160.
Yeah.
180.
I'll bring you full. You don't get to have the extra right now.
Damn it.
You only get that if you're on a ley line.
Okay.
All right, you guys are. The only thing damaged is Sir Luke's armor. And those of you, well, all of you will not be in your armor to sleep. Because you can't. But when you wake up, what's your plan? Waking up at the crack of dawn? What's going on?
Yep, I'll wake up at the crack of dawn, do my exercises, and then get armored up and get ready to go.
Okay.
Well, actually, and I'll have to buy. Well, I'm going to buy some rations as well.
All right. So you head over to the trading post. How about the rest of you?
I wake up, go outside, have a piss.
Sorry, I was muted. Yes, I would like to go there.
Okay, Lex
Sorry,
relieves
I
himself.
can't stop sneezing. Whew. Yeah, usual.
What's that?
Usual morning.
Okay. So you're all
and then,
convening at the trading post?
Yeah, and I'll throw some body armor back on once I'm awake, because it's going to be that kind of day, I think.
All right. So you guys head up to the trading post. You're all armored up, ready to kind of move. And yeah, there you stand in front of the trading post. The last of you shows up. It's bright and early.
I actually want to go into the pub area.
Okay.
See if there's any kind of like leftover food from the other night. that I can kind of pack up and take with me. I don't want to just go and buy rations. If I can just get food that way.
There's some bread. Yeah, that's stuff that you might want to take with you. You obviously wouldn't want to take things like stew or anything like that, but you could probably find some bread, probably a meal's worth of bread in there. You know, that you walk in there and there's men like passed out on tables and on the floor and things like that. Like they drank till they passed out. Like they are good and skunked.
Like, would my character, being that my character is a dog, if I'm out kind of in the wilderness like that, would I be more inclined to hunt and eat what I catch?
Your kind of natural hunting instincts are still kind of there. You're used to being fed. You were built for military activity, so you're kind of trained to eat on a regimen.
It sounds like
Sorry, go ahead.
In one of my backpack, I was just asking because in my backpack I have like 3 animal snares.
Yeah, you can
so if
hunt.
I could throw those out and
yeah.
stuff and eat those,
Yeah, you can hunt just like any other person would. I'm just trying to kind of give you a gauge as where your animal instincts are. They've kind of engineered dog boys to be more toward the hunting and tracking of supernatural, but you still have your hunting instincts and stuff like that, but they're more controlled, so you're not going to pretty much just start chasing cars and stuff like that. Like you've got a bigger brain than the average dog, so you do have that sort of greater ability to control your instincts, but those instincts are still there. But yeah, you do have snares. You're trained in wilderness survival, right? So you've got the ability to get along in the wilderness.
Yeah, so I'll get some bread and stuff like that, but I'm not going to take anything more like protein because I'll just hunt whatever I can find.
Cool. All right. And then you end up going to the trading post to meet up with the rest?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. For the 3 of you, there you are in front of the trading post.
Okay, I'm going to go in and see if I can get 4 days of rations.
Okay. You step in and there's nobody at the counter or anything like that. As you kind of creak around and the like, perhaps calling out. Eventually, from the back, a door opens, and the proprietor, who looks terrible, steps out, blinking at the brighter light, and says, "Well, how can I help you guys?"
I'd like to buy 4 days of rations and some lighters, or not lighters, some matches.
You all need rations, he says.
Yep. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I saw what you gave.
Go do the thing that you asked us to do, yeah.
I saw what you gave to the family, Cyber Knight. You don't have to buy rations. If you're going...
We will be going, but we're not going yet. We got to go to the ley lines, and we're going to come up with a plan to defeat this thing.
Going to the ley line?
Yeah.
I hope that you're all brave and not stupid. Regardless, what you did for the family and what you're going to, I'll give you the rations. We can't do it. Are you sure? We can't kill that monster, but you can. So here, consider it my tribute. And he pulls out a week's worth of rations, each dried.
Thank you very much.
Tack, right? Like it's not like military style rations. Like it's dried meat and hardtack. Like it's literally stuff that you will be able to eat just to get by. But it's better than being on an empty stomach. Well, you probably have wilderness survival as well, so you could probably hunt as well. So you have a bow and arrow, right? So
I do.
Yeah, you could hunt.
We will also need a tent and possibly some sleeping supplies.
Well, I've got a tent myself, so I won't need that.
Do you have any of those on hand?
Actually, and I probably won't be sleeping in my tent anyways. I'll probably be standing watch, so.
I will be sleeping.
You'll probably need some sleep at some point.
Oh, of course, but
but
I already had
Atlanteans
7 days worth of rations.
Atlanteans don't need as much sleep, from what I understand.
Right.
So, yeah, cool. So he'll lend you the things that you'll need to camp. And he says that
Thank you very much.
It says they're not as easily replaced as rations. So I understand if they might not make it back, but if they do, I'd like to have them back.
Fair enough.
Unless you'd like to buy them.
No more from that. And then if they do get destroyed, I will repay. Okay.
Thank you. Good luck to you.
thank you.
Thank you.
Hope
All right,
to
boys.
see you again, he says.
Stay safe while we're out.
Yeah. All right, boys, let's get laid.
What?
Ley line. Laid? Come on.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
All right. Well, you won't have any trouble finding the ley line. You guys have you're bringing your horse, Sir Luke?
Yeah, I'll bring my horse.
All right. And Senate and Portland, you both have your hover cycles. Lex, are
That's
you
correct.
catching a ride?
Oh, I think I could run just beside one of them. Could I run as fast as a hover cycle? Or run
I
as
don't
fast
think
as
so.
a horse?
You could probably, well, they are, again, you're all moving through the woods. By the way, your hover cycles actually can go rather high. I found the actual specs for them. And
If you're on a hover cycle there, dog boy, is your tongue going to be out the entire time? Just tell me, because this would be amazing.
Can I put on my goggles at the same
Oh
time?
my god, yes, you can goggle as much as you want. Someone has to take a selfie of this afterwards, but yes, of course you can goggle as much as you want on my hover cycle.
I have tinted goggles that help prevent the effect against glare.
there you
That is
go.
amazing.
Oh, I'll throw those on.
Tongue hanging out, tinted goggles.
How
That's
about
awesome.
those side things you can put on, like those motorcycles? What are those things called?
Oh, a sidecar?
attach to the
No,
Sidecar?
there is no
Yes,
sidecar.
yeah.
No.
Oh,
But yeah, they
That'd
can.
be amazing.
The altitude for these things is like 120 feet. So
that's pretty high.
that's
Yeah,
pretty
Clearing
hard.
some trees there, yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can actually go over the trees,
Fantastic. Let's do that.
but Sir Luke can't. Right? Sir Luke's horse can't do that. So he's gonna have to make his way through the woods.
Oh.
Can Portland make a net that lifts up Sir Luke's horse?
I don't
That's it.
think so.
We're going full Monty Python. How fast can our bikes go if we have Sir Luke's horse with Sir Luke on it on a line between the two bikes?
It would have been easier just for Sir Luke to hop on your bike.
I don't disagree, but he's into the horse.
But
so-
the horse is good for all of this stuff that you guys have. Now you have what, 4 tents? You've got food, right? All of your equipment. You can store some stuff in the cycles, but you mostly carry it on your back, right? Like it doesn't have huge amounts of storage on those things, and they're rather aerodynamic. Like they're curved surfaces and things like that. So that's why it's hard for you wouldn't want to go a very long distance with a passenger on the back because it's extremely uncomfortable. But 10 miles, sure, that wouldn't be too bad.
All right, 10 minutes is fine. I'm so pumped for these goggles.
Okay, so you guys navigate through the woods. It only takes you a few hours. You get there still, it's morning, and the ley line with the bright sunlight, the autumn sunlight, it's really just a bit of a haze. It's almost like looking at trees in the distance where you can see the kind of haze of the water vapor. So it's a hazy area until you're actually on the line itself, and then it just you quickly accommodate, and it just feels like you're looking normally as you find your way to a bit of a clearing in the forest that the ley line runs through. And we'll begin again next time with you guys at the ley line as we start our next session. But for now, we'll call an end to this particular session. Thank you all for joining us once again. Again, if you liked it, hit subscribe, tell your friends, hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when our next episode comes out. Should be every week, though. yeah, we just appreciate you guys being with us. I'm Magnum Pi, and I'm here with Teku, Golgotha, Vahilo, and Dark Templar, and we are Initiative Zero.